Turned into a day of fun for some officers. While raiding a home near Lakeland, it appears they got distracted by the Nintendo Wii. Officials say the detectives played Wii bowling for 9 hours. A drug bust in Polk County turned into a day of fun for some officers. While raiding a home near Lakeland, it appears they got distracted by the Nintendo Wii. Officials say the detectives played Wii bowling for 9 hours.
Shigeru Miyamoto, the director of Nintendo's game development group and the creator of
To hear what other people say, but instead of reading the blogs, I would rather stand behind a person playing the games and sense how the player is reacting to the game, whether he's unhappy with the games or he's having fun. I can feel all of that directly.
Miyamoto's introduction to Nintendo's company 3 decades ago also allowed for truly amazing conceptual leaps in game theory. Opposed to the programmers and engineers who traditionally made the games, Miyamoto focused on aesthetic playability and allowed video game design to become a true art form.
The level structure of Super Mario Bros. Is kind of like going to school. You have, for example, World 1. And then within World 1, you have levels 1, 2, 3, and 4. And at the end, boom, you have a test, a mini-boss. The mini-boss basically tests everything that you've learned within that world. The final exam is the big boss, the lead bad guy at the end of the game, which is pretty much the culmination of everything you learned all at once.
Miyamoto holds dear to him an early childhood memory of playing in Japan's natural landscape and coming across a large hole in the ground. It turns out to be a large series of interconnecting caves. He was excited, curious, and a bit scared of entering it, but found the adventure to be an intriguing human experience, which inspired even his earliest games. However, his later games, such as Super Mario 64, incorporated a vast 3D virtual world with non-linear gameplay and a camera which could change directions as well as look into the realistic distance, clearly inspired by his experience with the natural world. These changing technologies have allowed for new creative advancements in interactivity, especially between the family. The Wii was the first system to truly put the player in the game and allow them to physically, intuitively react to real-life situations.
After 1999, Miyamoto basically went from being a game director to, being one of the big guys, who's basically overseeing, Nintendo's entire creative output.
But he recently rolled up his sleeves again and worked on Mario Galaxy, and of course, wins more Game of the Year awards, more critical acclaim.
He is the one person that will go down in gaming history as, the greatest who ever lived.
He's been involved in more than 83 games. He was the very first person inducted into the Video Game Hall of Fame.
Miyamoto's the first person elected to the Video Game Hall of Fame, but without him, there probably wouldn't even be a Video Game Hall of Fame.
He's influenced the video game industry more than any other person. I mean, the guy's from the future. I don't think anyone knows that, but he is.